This is my first gravel bike, so I don't have a lot to compare it to, but 600 miles in, I haven't had really any mechanical issues other than over tightening the bottom bracket tensioner. That was my fault, and breaking the plastic, going over the handlebars, bending the rear derailleur hanger, but with one adjustment I was able to bend it back out and get back home without any issues in the shifting. I've done one gravel bike race on it. It was 80 miles, 6,000 feet of climbing, and no mechanicals whatsoever on that race. Yeah, I am very, very happy with this build. This is honestly a dream bike for me, and coming in at spending $2,000 altogether with the tools I needed, different accessories, and kind of picking out the exact wheel set I wanted, the exact tires I wanted. Yeah, $2,000, I couldn't think of a better value for my money in getting into gravel riding. I was able to take this bike to Hawaii 2 weeks ago and do a little bit of riding on the island of Kauai. Did a little bit of gravel and road riding there, and flying it, no issues with the airlines, no issues in the bike box, no damage. It went back together in 30 minutes. Yeah, and I was able to do 4 rides there in Hawaii, which I'll add some videos, some clips of those rides here. So overall, very happy with this bike. I 100% recommend. The complete AliExpress gravel bike that I built. In total, with tools, I paid around $2,000 to complete this bike. And I'll go over a few of the specs with you. As it sits currently, I have 600 miles on it, and I've completed one gravel race, an 80-mile gravel race on it, with no mechanicals. The wheel set is the EliteWheels carbon fiber SLR wheels. I have some WTB tan sidewall tires on it. For the cassette, I went with a SRAM Xplr 12-speed cassette. It's the 10 to 44 tooth. And the group set, the rear derailleur, is an L-TWOO GRT 12-speed derailleur. The chain is just a SRAM GX 12-speed chain. I put the Cenex GR2 crank set on it. It's the SRAM dub standard, and then the bottom bracket bearing are ceramic Cactus Tech T47 threaded bottom bearings, and then I have some Dura-Race pedals, road style pedals on it. Here is the rear brake caliper, a hydraulic disc, again the L-TWOO GRT gravel, and then it's a 160 millimeter rotor, and these are the Mana rotors from AliExpress. I went with a WTB saddle. The seat post and seat post clamp all came with the frame. This frame is the CWind GT30 frame, and this is their size medium frame. Going to the front wheel here, again the EliteWheels SLR gravel wheel set on the front. The GRT front brake caliper, hydraulic, and then 160 millimeter front rotor, the Mana Tech front rotor. Really good braking performance. Stem and handlebars came with the gravel frame. I believe it's 100 millimeter stem length, and then the width of the bars is 40 centimeters or I guess 400 millimeters. These are the L-TWOO GRT 12-speed gravel shifters. And one thing I was concerned about is this thumb trigger. You use the thumb trigger to go into a higher or faster pedaling gear, and then you use the paddle shifter for the lower climbing gear. And I thought it might be awkward using this thumb shifter, but it turns out they work really smooth, and they're actually in a really good position, so you can use it if you're on top of the handlebars. You can use it the thumb here, or if you're down on the drops, this trigger right here works really well. The bar tape I went with was the Aragon Gravel bar tape. It has a good amount of cushion, I would say, to it. It has a really good feel. Don't mind my second time doing a bar tape job, probably not the best, but yeah, feels really good, really comfortable, and has good grip. The lines here give you a little bit of extra grip when your hands get sweaty. Here's some of my experience with the durability of the L-TWOO group set. I had one pretty good crash on this already. I was coming over a gravel rolling hill at night, and there was a rut on the other side. My front wheel went in one side of the rut, the back wheel stayed out of the rut, and I went OTB over the bars. I landed on the drive side, scuffing up. You can see the paint there, scuffing up the rear derailleur. I bent the rear derailleur hanger, so I had to put the replacement hanger on. All I had to do, honestly, was just pull the derailleur back out, and just with one adjustment, I was able to get home just fine with no shifting issues. It was a little wonky, but it shifted just fine. And then I did scuff up. You can see here, I scuffed up the shifters on both sides when I went over the bars there. But just cosmetic. That's just some paint, or yeah, some finish scraping off. There was no braking, no bending. I was actually kind of shocked because I think I was going about 20 miles an hour when I went over the bars there. But these are the aluminum, not the carbon fiber, but the aluminum version of this GRT group set. And I'm really glad I went with it, because I just feel like if it handled a crash there at 20 miles an hour landing on the drive side, it just kind of speaks to the durability, that I can trust it. Here's a video of shifting the GRT L-TWOO 12-speed derailleur. There's a little bit of rubbing I have right now on my rear rotor. That rotor came a little warped from Manatech, so I actually contacted them on AliExpress and got a replacement one for free. They refunded my money, and I just bought a second one, but I haven't put it on yet. So excuse the rubbing there, but we'll go up a gear. And then back down. That one was 2 there, 2 more, and I'll go 2 to the bottom. 3, up 3, down 3. Here's weighing the bike. I left the bottle cages on, the pedals are on, as well as left the toolkit in there. Comes out to 20.1 pounds. Before I put the bottle cages on and the pedals and the toolkit, it was roughly around 19 pounds. Other than just a few little tweaks, if you spend your time kind of diving in and problem solving a little bit, that's what you do have to compromise for the lower price point, is maybe tweaking it a little bit. It's not going to be it's not going to be ready to go out of the bike store. You know, you're definitely putting your time and effort into this bike to pay a little bit less for a high quality bike. You're putting problem solving and your time and effort into it. But overall, what a phenomenal experience. And I have 5 more gravel races this summer lined up, and I'm super excited to race this bike some more and get more rides out of it.